I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact, focused on personal growth, my workbook series, The Knowledge, will help you make changes like you've never made before. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
Today, we're going to be talking about he couldn't do it anymore. So this was an email coaching from somebody that is in their early 20s, and it's an interesting situation, so I thought it'd be a good topic to share with you guys, okay? They're in their early 20s, they're both pursuing their degrees. Now they were together for 11 months, but they had been friends for 5 years.
Okay.
So she said, our 1-year anniversary would have been next month. We were exclusive, but never engaged, married, or living together. One major problem of the relationship was that he would always ignore me, be cold, or push me away when he was stressed or tired from school, work, and family commitments. And he would often tell me he needed space and time by himself. Mm-hmm. So we already have a good idea this guy probably has an avoidant attachment style.
We would think that.
Looks highly likely. A second major problem of the relationship to the one that I just described is that I would feel anxious, lonely, sad, hurt, and text him several times in response to him ignoring my texts. He dumped me because he doesn't think he can do this anymore, as in handle my anxious reactions to him ignoring my texts. He also dumped me because he said that he fears for his safety and my own and doesn't want to be the reason why I end my life.
So somebody's suicidal here?
It sounds like she was having suicidal thoughts over the breakup because she was so anxious over the situation.
And had obviously terrible abandonment fears.
Yep. He said he wasn't okay with hearing me cry and desperately reach out to him in a voicemail that I left him while he was ignoring me. He said that I need to understand that he ignores people and keeps to himself when he's stressed or tired. I told him that I feel hurt and disrespected when he ignores me instead of telling me that he's busy and wants to be left alone. When he dumped me, he said that he loves me like family and that I'm one of his closest friends. I asked him if he could give me another chance, and he told me he's sorry and that he's pretty set on his decision. You see, he probably is so exhausted by that anxious avoidant trap that he just doesn't think she's going to change or that he wants to change, and it's just he feels over it.
Yep.
He asked how I was feeling and if I still wanted to be friends. I told him that I was hurt and sad, but I still care about him and would like to be friends. Well, I wouldn't necessarily want to be somebody's friends if I'm trying to repair a romantic relationship.
No.
So, but if that's what you want to do because you genuinely care about him, that's up to you. But it's not ideal if you're trying to reattract him and make him really rethink this decision. He said that he still wants to talk with me and looks forward to hanging out with me in the future.
With no strings.
Yeah. After that, I decided not to initiate contact with him again. Since the breakup, he's reached out a few times. I took my time replying to his texts and tried to respond with friendly but not overly eager or long texts. 2 days ago, he texted me at 3 a.m. that he went to the ER for a lung problem. I responded with concern when I saw the text in the morning. He didn't reply, but later that day at 12 a.m., he texted me about a game we were looking forward to playing together. So he doesn't text back about being in the ER, but about a video game they want to play together.
Was he able to take the support she offered him? I'm just curious.
Well, it's hard. You mean prior to then,
well,
or
no,
after
but I mean
then?
when he called about the ER, she
He didn't
responded
reply
with
to that.
concern. Yeah.
All he did was respond about a video game at midnight. Okay. The next day at 8 a.m., he texted, "Can't wait to play with you." That day at 4 p.m., he sent me Snapchats of cupcakes he baked. That's definitely an direct approach.
Oh God, yes. But he's not doing it really well or smoothly.
No, he's
tripping over himself here.
Yeah, video game at midnight. I responded to his texts and Snapchats around 7 p.m. I texted, "Excited to play with you too." He opened my response quickly, but didn't respond. Oh, isn't that annoying?
Isn't it?
I wait to reply to you, you open it, and then you don't say anything back. That sure is annoying and frustrating. It seems like he still cares and may be interested to some degree. I'm not sure. When we were together, he told me he loved me. I was his better half, and we discussed having children in the future. My question is, what can I do to reattract him and get him back? Okay, so I think this guy is interested to some degree because he's looking for excuses to reach out.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some interest there. However, he's probably just exhausted by all the arguing and the fighting that's been going on. So if I was to tell you, the first thing you need to do is really work on managing your anxiety and controlling yourself. I understand that he did do some behavior that caused your anxiety to get a lot worse. That is true.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Ignoring you and not responding to you was rude.
And it is disrespectful.
It is. And, you should consider that in whether or not you want to take him back because, when somebody doesn't respond to you, it literally causes physical pain.
Yep.
Okay? It causes our body to feel physical pain,
Absolutely.
release chemicals in us. And so if you date this man, he's going to continue to do that. And it's going to set you off. Now, to some degree, you can control your side of that and managing your behavior better. But if you continue to reach out and he takes forever to reply or just ignores you, it's going to still set you off over and over again. Mm-hmm. So I would say if you work on yourself and take things slow, you could see how it goes with him. But awareness is key for you. You have to become aware of what he's doing to trigger you all the time. What do you think?
He's distancing to trigger her all the time. And of course we don't know a lot about what his life was like or what his growing up was like. There are families where you get in trouble for talking to other people too much. There are families where the rule is be silent. Mm-hmm. Never talk about emotions, never talk about anything that's meaningful. And you don't know what he came from. She clearly came from someplace that left her with abandonment issues.
Sure.
And she has to decide how much of this she's willing to live with.
Yes.
And, in the best of all possible worlds, a la our old friend Susan Johnson talks about this situation where there's an anxious avoidant relationship. And she said the avoidant person needs to assure the anxious person that they're not leaving. And the anxious person needs to tell the other person that they're not trying to take over their lives, control them, or smother them.
That's right.
If they could say that to each other, then there's an opportunity for progress.
I think if she is willing to work on herself and really make those changes and makes him really work and invest in her as well. In other words, don't chase him.
No.
Let him come to you. Let him work to get you to spend
back.
time with you. Don't let him just think he can keep hooking up with you and hook up with all these other people. If he's willing to work for you, I think you can turn this around.
Yeah.
Because I know you can at least work on yourself. Whether or not he's going to change and become more available to you as a partner, that remains to be seen. But possibly if you lower the demands on him, he might be able to give you more.
Yeah, he might be able to respond. And, you can ask him periodically, are you getting enough space?
That would be helpful.
Yeah. Don't
But-
just ignore me. Tell me what you need.
But she would have to get to a good place emotionally before she could even say
Right.
that to him.
Right.
Because right now she doesn't want to give him space. That's terrifying. That's the last thing she wants to do. But yeah, I do think...
But if she doesn't, she'll lose him altogether.
Yeah, for sure. But I do think at this point it's not gone far enough where I don't think he'll at least consider it.
I think he will.
I think he's going
I
to
think so too.
try and spend more time with her as he starts missing you more. Now, if you reach out to him and you're chasing him, I don't think that's going to make his interest go up. I think if you let him keep coming to you as he misses you and then you try and spend time with him, showing a good time, having a good time with him, then I think you have another chance at rekindling
But that's
this.
what you want to do for now, is have a good time.
Yeah. You don't want to put any pressure on this. And all of those unmet needs you got to really work through and look at your own childhood as to why you're so desperately needing someone to take care of you or be there for you.
Someone who doesn't treat you all that well.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully you guys found this situation helpful and insightful. If you want to get our help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching and I do Skype. Margaret is available for Skype coaching.
Please feel free to sign up with me if you think I can be helpful.
Remember to subscribe to the channel. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And we will talk with you soon.